Happening now, more than 24 large boulders are now blocking a residential sidewalk in Koreatown. Let's go to Scott Reif, who is up in the air in Air 7 HD with details. Scott, what's this for?
Well, Leslie, the question is who did this and why? And of course, what it appears to us, they did this so a homeless encampment would not set up here on the curb and this access way, I should say, to Shatto Park. It's on the 300 block of Westmoreland, but those are big boulders. The city's looking into this right now. It's unclear who did this, but you couldn't do that without a big truck and maybe even a tractor. So they'll be looking to see if they can find some surveillance video to lead them to the person who did this. Of course, it's illegal. It's blocking the access way. We believe at this point, though, someone did this to stop a homeless encampment from popping up here.
Tony Araxia, good morning. Residents here call this a crisis in Koreatown, and no one we spoke with this morning seems to know exactly where these boulders came from, and you can see them here along Westmoreland Avenue, about 24 lining the sidewalk here, and they're blocking the right-of-way, both street and sidewalk spaces at the fenced-off back entrance to Shatto Park here in Koreatown. Residents tell me the park entrance has been fenced off for years with homeless encampments sprouting up in front. Now, homeless advocates say this limits where the homeless can sleep at night, but others in the neighborhood think it's a safer alternative to reports of trash, fires, and fights in the area that have been going on. We spoke to one who didn't want to appear on camera, but told us about his frustration here.
People are definitely living in their cars. They're living everywhere, anywhere. Like, it's survival out here. I agree that, like, you don't want homeless to be outside of your apartment complex. Like, nothing to them, but a lot of these guys have mental problems. That's the #1 problem right there. They don't have anybody to look after them. They're just on the street. We have so much money, but we're not putting it towards housing for the homeless.
Meanwhile, city officials say they've been working to clear homeless encampments since an ordinance was passed allowing more sweeps in designated areas. That happening over the summer, but residents believe these boulders came from a private source, possibly a frustrated homeowner nearby, and we've learned this area was recently moved to City Council District 10. We've reached out to city officials this morning to find out more if these boulders will stay in place and exactly how they got here. We'll keep you posted. For now, reporting live in Koreatown, back to you, Tony and Araxia.
Heavy boulders are blocking the entrance to a Los Angeles park. No one has admitted to placing them there, but residents seem to know why. Homeless people once created encampments here, but a 2021 municipal code made it illegal to sit, lie, or sleep in or upon any street, sidewalk, or other public way.
Literally one night, overnight, they were gone, and the next day these boulders were here. So I have no idea who did it or where it came from.
KCBS reports neighbors complained about the unhoused campers and that a private citizen likely put these boulders out as a deterrent. Jay Yoon, who lives in the neighborhood, said he planted cacti and other spiked plants to keep people from sleeping in his front garden.
A lot of problem. First, this area dirty.
Residents have expressed mixed feelings about the boulders and what they may mean for unhoused individuals who will need to look for another place to rest.
I feel distraught because I don't know what happened to these people. I don't know if they're better off, worse off, if they got the resources that they might need.
Niana Hudson says she feels safer now.
But at the same time, you kind of feel bad because it's like if somebody slept there, they probably had nowhere else to sleep.
City officials have not said what, if anything, will happen to these mysterious boulders.